Namaste tea everybody, hi, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis Stone and this is my new drag look. No, my name is Lada Deluxe or Elaina Glam, that's here on Mondays and Wednesdays, but today is Friday, that means Fridays are a drag and we're doing this Alexis Stone look. I'm gonna be pretty much following her YouTube tutorial step for step, everything exactly, as close as I can, and I'm feeling it. All my friends are telling me, Elaina, you need to be friends with Alexis Stone because you're doing similar things like transformations, but who knows? I'm just the chopped liver of the internet. It's my joke. Anyway, I love you, Alexis, if you're watching it. Thank you so much for all your work, and yeah, we're gonna be doing this. So if you guys are interested how this goes and how I came to this final look, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of all new videos I upload. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I also go live on some Mondays. So follow me on social media, the links are down in the description box, as well as my Patreon group. So like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into this fabulous tutorial. Hannies, oh, do this. I've got nothing on except cover up for my eyebrows. As you all know, or some of you might know, I have almost no eyebrow hair because of thyroid condition, and I had the old eyebrow tattoo removed because it was kind of old and awful looking. So I have remains of my tattoo and I shaved the rest down because it's not even worth keeping it. And that's it. I got no eyebrows. Anyway, we're gonna start with angle brush. It looks like what she's using, and I'm gonna use my cheap AF contour stick from Shein because it's a light color, and that's about right. So she follows her own eyebrow beginning, which I agree. I mean, dare I disagree with Alexis Stone. And then we're gonna lift it all up and snatch it. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm wearing headphones, it's because I'm listening to the actual tutorial on YouTube as I'm filming, and I might insert some clips from the tutorial if there is something extremely interesting. I mean, everything is extremely interesting, but you guys don't know how difficult this is to edit videos like that. When I put a little video in the corner, it's like pain in my behind, so I try to avoid that. So she's using something to set the powder. I happen to have my ABH Brow Pro palette. She was using the duo. I have the whole palette. So we got blonde and got taupe. Now she's using taupe. I kind of like the blonde too. I might actually mix them. Blonde and taupe, they almost look identical. I like the steps she's taken. I often do that too, do the eyebrows in this matter in green. But usually I don't set them in powder. I just continue with the base and then I do something else later. So now I'm taking a pretty thick concealer. I'm not even sure which concealer Alexis was using. I never heard that brand because, you know, I'm ignorant. Like Katya says, I'm ignorant. Anyway, we're gonna use the LA Colors Ultimate Cover Concealer, and I'm not even sure what color. Porcelain. There you go. It's actually so thick. I like it, but it's a little drying, but this is perfect to carve the brow. So we're going to set this under the eyebrow with the powder. Well, she's using Studio Fix powder by MAC, and I'm using the budget version from clearance from the Walmarts. And this is Maybelline Superstay in color porcelain. It's very high coverage and it's good for like highlight parts because it's almost white. So using the same contour stick, mine is a little warmer tone than hers. She's got a real cool tone. I need to get myself some cool tone. This looks cool until I look at her tutorial and hers looks even cooler. So she's creating green contour in the eyeballs, which is actually very helpful. I never do that, I just do it with eyeshadow, but it could be helpful. So creating a snatch before we even start with eyeshadow. So if you looking at me and see my eyebrows look different, it's because they do. I actually removed everything off camera, I redid them. I didn't show you guys because I did the same thing, just like a smidge lower, because I realized Alexis Stone eyes are hooded and lower, her eyebrows are lower than mine. And of course, because Alexis Stone is a guy, so when he does the makeup to become a she, he brings the eyebrows higher. If I follow the tutorial and bring my eyebrows that high, it's just gonna look too different. And we're trying to create a little likeness here and not do it exactly the way Alexis Stone did. So now we're ready to start with eyeshadow. I've got ABH primer on my eyelids, by the way. Alexis Stone didn't mention what primer she was using. Probably the same concealer as a primer, I just assumed. So I got what she's using. Exact palette, and it's a little beat up because I've been using it a lot. As you can see, I panned the white because it's good. So we're gonna go with what she's doing. Empathy and neutral. I'm gonna start with applying empathy over what we already created. I'm just doing using random brushes. This BH Cosmetics brush I got on sale a while ago. Now we're diffusing the shade with neutral, the one I showed in the beginning. Large blending brush. I'm gonna use my Jessup brush. Usually I don't like neutral, but there's something about a very snatched neutral beat that looks like perfect and very model-like put together. I don't know. Sometimes it's cute. Sometimes it's cute not to wear all of the rainbow colors on my eyeballs. Like, who am I? Why am I saying this? Now we're deepening the crease with Progress. It's a deep brown. And I'm gonna use another Jessup brush, more like a flat and fluffy, to get into that crease. It's a nice deep shade. It's not black, but it really does work well. Now we're going to emphasize the outer corner with the same color, Progress, and a smaller brush to make it deeper. For some reason my color, or I would rather say my makeup, is looking a little darker than Alexis Stone's in that tutorial. Maybe I just go heavy with my colors, stamp them on, but we're gonna blend this out. Wait, slow down, Alexis Stone. I'm watching this tutorial. I'm like, she's going so fast. I didn't even record any screen recordings, to be honest, because it's going too fast for me. So I'm gonna go with Euphoric. That's what she did. I'm just gonna use my first brush because I don't wanna wash. I was gonna say I'm not gonna wash all of the brushes, but in reality, my husband is gonna wash the brushes because I'm gonna be making dinner and he's gonna be making brushes. That's actually a very pretty shade. They're punching some color in here. Well, she said that she's using a color, the first color, to blend into the main lid. And she says the first shade, Euphoric. And I think I just found a mistake because the first shade was Empathy. I collect to Alexis Stone. So I think that's what she meant, at least. So I'm gonna blend this with Empathy. Now, thank goodness she used some sparkle. I'm gonna use my Glam liquid eyeshadow because it looks like it's similar color. This one is 103 Diamond Dust. I'm sure she used something bougie. She didn't even say what it was. She said it came in the mail, so probably somebody sent her PR, I imagine. Now we're starting with a very interesting part, underpainting. And I know there is a reason because, you know, it's good for flash photography, it's a stage makeup. I'm gonna use my Aesthetica palette, and the deep shade is gonna be my contour shade. I'm using Jessup brush. She was using some bougie sticks, but you know, we don't have this on the channel. So I'm gonna start here. Now, this is very strange for me because I don't like this kind of shape to myself. Because it's too, I don't know, I think it's aging, but since it's underpainting, it might just work. See, my face is already very narrow, so it's gonna give me a very strange look, but I'm gonna try. We're gonna try. I'm gonna trust the process. And yes, this little friend is healing. This was a huge zit. Somehow got zits again. Like, hello, teenage years. So we put in a foundation shade, contour shade here too. I'm just watching my screenshot. And the forehead too. I mean, her forehead is smaller than mine. I think she had her hair lowered, forehead lowered. Maybe I should get that done too. Except it's too expensive and not worth it. Now she goes around her lips. Now this reminds me of the J-Lo Scott Barnes technique that he did on Patty a while ago. I haven't done this in a while. I mean, Alexis Stone obviously looks like she's got some feelers, but my lips are much smaller. So maybe I'll go overboard on this. It already looks so weird. And around the tip of the nose. Now I'm gonna go with a lighter shade. That's what she did. She went around her forehead and everywhere else with a lighter shade. I guess to make it a little more natural. I'm just kidding. No, it's like to help the blending, obviously. So apparently we're blending this now. I thought it was one of those things that you apply everything in stripes and then blend it all together. Well, I think when you blend it first, it helps overall illusion and perfection of makeup, so it doesn't look like crap at the end. Using my kimchi concealers, the medium beige and the white, and we're following. Trying to work fast because they dry. And trying to do what you did here. Going with another layer of concealer because those are the light areas that you should emphasize. I'm going with the pure white from Kimchi. As if I don't have enough SHAT on my face already. This is gonna be one of those things you have to look way afar. It's gonna be so much SHAT on my face. It's gonna be a very, very cakey situation, but this is drag, handies. Now for the blush, she's using something very pinkish and that Jaclyn Hill Morphe. I'm gonna use my dupe for P. Louise base because it's the only pinky shade I have. It's very pigmented, so I'm just gonna use it sparingly. It doesn't matter though because foundation is gonna go over this, so everything is outrageous in this makeup, so it doesn't really matter. So apparently after this we're applying foundation, and she's using something Kevin Aquan and Charlotte Tilbury, but I think those are very light coverage foundations because you don't want to cover up everything completely. So I'm gonna use Kimchi, and the reason I'm using this shade because it's a little lighter. I kind of don't want to make this too dark because I brought all this lightness in the middle. So I'm gonna use the shade 110L, and I'm gonna actually mix it with, I think this is the Profusion foundation. This is the dupe for Charlotte Tilbury, the one that Alexis Stone was using in a similar tube. So I'm gonna use a little bit of this and a little bit of Kimchi, and probably gonna put Kimchi closer to the middle. I mean, I'm just guessing. It looks like Alexis Stone put the same foundation, like two mixed together all over her face, like everywhere. I'm kind of worried that it's gonna be too deep and cover up everything I've done. Alright, ready for it? I'm gonna use Kimchi Shade Contour, and I'm gonna use the light shade to slightly connect this because Alexis Stone doesn't like brow bone and nose bridge to be too dark. So yeah, I agree because it's more masculine, I guess. But for extreme drag, I can see why other queens like to do that. Because it's like very contour. Apparently we're baking the nose now. I'm gonna use my very fancy powder Fenty. I got this on BoxyCharm, so obviously it was a great deal. The reason I'm using this because it's very light, although it's supposed to be translucent, but I feel like it does brighten up. So now we're going to emphasize all the contour. I'm gonna use the Essence palette, the beat up Essence palette. The reason being, Kimchi is a little dark, and we're going for more natural Snatch here. But of course, it was underpainting. But now we don't want it too dark. Just want to emphasize all the lines, but not too extreme. So for the blush, she was using Pinky Peachy shade. I'm gonna use Kimchi and Plastique. Actually, both blushes, one of them more peachy, one is more pinky. So I'm just gonna dip into both and I'm gonna create this pretty color. For the under eyes, she was using a small brush like this, and the first color, it's Empathy, and I think she said the lighter shade. I probably assume it's Empathy, or maybe a little neutral too. She likes the feline-like look, and she likes to extend this, so I'm gonna bring it in to the inner corner. So I'm gonna bring in the bake and brush it into the nose. Apparently we're doing lip liner now, and she likes to bring her lip up, but kind of like this side's in. I usually bring my sides out to create bigger lip effect because my lips are skinny and I like to make them look fake. But she likes a different shape, so I'm gonna follow. And actually I have the same lip liner. BoxyCharm, what else? Dragon Beauty. And I'm not even sure what color it is. I'm not sure actually if it's the right color that she was using, but you know. And she makes her Cupid bow even darker. I'm using darker lip pencil.
A lot of people struggle with their eyeliner. Maybe drag's just not for you. Is it something you can do or you can't? Sure, you can put your elbow on a table and all that stuff, but bitch, I want to go to the moon, but I'm not an astronaut.
I love it. Was the ultimate shade. Oh, I had to put this clip in here because I think I had to rewind that part and listen to it over and over again. I love that. Maybe drag is just not for you. So I'm gonna start with my black. I actually have a brown one that one of my friends, Elaina, she sent me this one. And I was like, when am I ever gonna use brown? I hate brown eyeliner. Well, now it's gonna come handy. So now apparently I'm taking the brown one, I'm making a wing, and we're gonna smudge it. I mean, they dry so quickly, I don't know, kind of pointless. I like to do this with eyeshadow instead, just in my opinion. Just for myself personally, but we're gonna follow this. See, it's already dry. I'm using the dark brown eyeshadow just to blend this all in. See, I would have used this on the first place instead of using liquid eyeliner and try to blend it, and it dries immediately. So she used some creams for the lipsticks, so I'm gonna use some just light nude lipsticks. This is ABH Velvet matte lipstick. It's called Velvet, I think. And I think I need a lighter color on top of that. So I'm starting to feel my oats. So I'm gonna get into the rest of my drag and we're gonna get together and see how much resemblance we achieved. Oh, and she's here. Miss Alexis Stone. We got juicy tits, and we got some designer earrings from AliExpress. Everything is a budget version of Alexis Stone, but I'm sure hers is all designer. Mine is AliExpress, Amazon. That's why the tits are almost not there. I really hate this breastplate, to be honest. It doesn't really fit right. And it's very low. Like, I need a breast lift, and they're very close together. Like, they should be a little more apart, right? But oh well, can't complain for the low price. But the Webster wig is actually very good. I'm kind of feeling it. What do you guys think? So I'm feeling the fantasy. Let me know what you guys think. Are you a fan of Alexis Stone? Whether you're a fan or not, you can't deny. She's full of talent. I've been a fan since like the longest time, and even when she was in her not very nice ways, let's say, she still pulled through, and she seems to be a very happy person now. So I'm happy for her, and I hope she sees this tutorial. I mean, I'm just a chopped liver of the internet, like I call myself, but I love you, Alexis. You're very talented, and I love following your tutorials. And my friends keep saying, you should be friends, because I do my chameleon looks too. I mean, maybe not to the same degree as she does, but still. I mean, so hi Alexis, if you're watching it, I love you, and we need to like get together and do a collab. So like in my dreams, but anyway. So leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and also go live on some Mondays. So follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description box, as well as my Patreon group. Huge thank you to all my patrons. Thank you guys so much. I love you all, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!